Doomsday official trailer. Let's talk about it. So straight away, I thought doing long form and doing a long form video, what better one to start off with than with the Doomsday official trailer. So I'm probably going to go through it, and I'm probably going to pause at certain points just to ramble about stuff, because that's all this channel is. It's just me rambling about film, TV, gaming, tech, and let's talk about it. So straight away, starting off on Xavier's school, a destroyed sign, pretty much. So it's one of those things of like, okay, something's gone on at the school. Something's definitely gone on that's caused destruction.
Something's coming.
But what else happens? So we then go on to a shot of Xavier getting blinded by like a solar flare.
To deter before this day is done.
And there we go. Then we jump onto a shot of Doom.
With an unthinkable
Maybe at the
decision.
school. Maybe he's the one that destroys the school. Marvel Studios logo. New Avengers Tower.
Warriors in my time.
So this was the first bit. I have already seen this trailer, so it's a fact we're just talking about it pretty much. So straight off the bat, we're greeted by the Fantastic Four, and then Thor seems to be in the background as well for some reason. Why he's on their ship, is this at the start of the film, is this at the end of the film? We're not too sure. Then cutting across to a shot of New Cap, obviously the original Falcon, Bucky, and Ant-Man. And then
stronger.
it's this shot. A lot of people are talking about this shot at the current moment, and I think there's good reason for. So obviously, we've got a lot of the cast here already. So from left to right, except for missing out one person. So obviously, we've got US Agent. We have, his name escapes me, but David Harbour's character, who's all kitted out in all his sponsorships. Yelena, Ghost, and Bucky. And then obviously you've got Mr. Fantastic, Invisible Woman, Human Torch, Thing, Ant-Man, Captain America, New Captain America, and Thor. However, a lot of people, like a lot of other people on the internet, are kind of looking at this. If there's two things. One, just to the left side of the screen, you can actually see that there is a person currently sat there from the new Thunderbolts, or the new Avengers film. Sentry, I believe, is sat over there. So this could all be going on literally just after the end of the new Thunderbolts, or the new Avengers. That's going to be so weird, keep saying that. Because obviously, David Harbour's character, whose name really annoyingly I've forgotten, he's kitted out in all of his sponsorship stuff at the end of that as well. So this could be literally right after. So I'm thinking that this is happening at the start of the film. New Avengers has just happened. The ship has flown it. If you haven't seen the New Avengers, I'm sorry. Thunderbolts, I'm sorry. But the Fantastic Four ship comes into view. They get a warning about it. Maybe Thor has gone to intercept the ship, because I think he's probably had enough of aliens attacking his second home, pretty much, or now his new home. Now Asgard's got on there. The second one, there is a massive gap in between Human Torch and Invisible Woman. People think that there's an extra character in this, and I completely agree, to be completely honest. I think there is an extra character here. One of two things, and it will be explained later on in the video as well. One, we get a scene of what looks like Steve Rogers on the Fantastic Four ship as well. Or two, Franklin is actually with them. And the reason why I think it might also be Franklin is because there is a scene later on in the trailer where Human Torch is protecting a short-haired blonde person, and we can only think that that's probably going to end up being Franklin, because Doom does go after Franklin pretty much in the end of Fantastic Four.
And all of us put together.
Thor giving
and
his
they
speech.
died.
And then we jump across to
They
Wakanda.
died facing enemies.
We've got M'Baku, we've got the new Black Panther, Shuri, and we've also got... God, I'm into these films and I keep forgetting. Namor. And we've got Namor as well, pretty much. So a bit of an altercation here. We're not too sure what causes it. If we go back a little bit, it could possibly be the fact that the new Avengers have rocked up pretty much, and maybe they said something. The Fantastic Four are also here as well on the right-hand side. Maybe something was said, and Namor was just like, I don't agree with that, pretty much. So it's a bit of a standoff between Wakanda, because they're not reacting, so only the Wakandans and Namor's people react. So maybe something was said between the two tribes. We get a shot of Thor coming into what looks like the school. Could be the school.
Than this one.
And then Doom again. This, we now get our first introduction of an X-Men. We get Cyclops. I'm not too sure if this is, and a lot of the people that I've spoken with aren't too sure. They're not too sure if this is actually Xavier's home, or if this is actually a Sanctorum. But then we kind of established that this must be the school, pretty much, because why would they be fighting in a Sanctorum, more than likely? So, big fight, Shang-Chi getting involved now. They've actually not forgotten about Shang-Chi. And what better way to introduce him than having Shang-Chi versus Gambit? So, Shang-Chi obviously being forgotten since his film and not referenced at all. And then Gambit, who was obviously saved at the end of Deadpool and Wolverine from the blip. Very, very cool fight
Everything
scene.
that they
And then this
sacrificed
bit
for
completely
nothing.
confused me. Loki's meant to be in the Tree of Yggdrasil, or he becomes the Tree of Yggdrasil. That still looks like he's part of the TVA. Are we going to be possibly getting some time plucking here, explaining why Steve is also now in this film? But it's a bit odd. They're going to need to explain that as well, of like, why is Loki in his TVA uniform holding his TVA badge and not in the Tree of Yggdrasil holding the timelines together, pretty much. We get a shot here of what looks like Namor's had a bit of a hissy fit, or maybe he's opened up his bit of land to let some ships land.
If we do not stand
Shuri,
together,
and then they meet. First meeting,
aside your
Yelena,
petty
then coming
squabbles.
in, meeting the X-Men. Amazing scene with Mystique. I feel that's
you
going to be a cool
nothing
fight.
except this.
Our boy Magneto and Xavier.
You return.
Are they having a final moment like here with Ant-Man and his daughter? Are they kind of having a? Is this near the end of the film of, right, we need to make one last push, one last sacrifice?
He will return.
Then this is
as
the scene
brothers.
that I was talking about as well. This is where I think this is who is missing from that establishing shot when they're all stood at the new Avengers Tower. Is I think Franklin actually has come with them, and from the looks of it, Johnny is trying to save him or sacrifice himself to save him. From the looks of it,
Will return as
then
brothers
jump
and
across.
sisters.
It's that scene in Wakanda again. We then got another fight. It looks like at the school. Cyclops going OP. Invisible Woman going
Mark my
OP. Namor
words.
flying. Or this is the scene that got me. Getting two-finger parried by Doctor Doom. And Thor's had a couple of instances of this, of where he assumes he is the most strongest person on the field, goes to attack, and then gets absolutely bodied, pretty much. So now imagine Thor's pride here. I don't know if this is, again, at the Xavier's school, if this is... I don't think this is a fight at the end of the film, because, again, this is very similar to what I would personally say is the Thanos scene of him learning from his mistakes. I don't think he'd have made this mistake if this is the first time, the second time him fighting Doom. So I have a feeling that this is an early fight more than likely. Close up to Doom.
We're going to need a miracle.
And then we get this scene, which I think I can imagine a lot of people reacted to.
Hey, pal. It's not possible.
You hear the voice. Again, this is the reason why, from the backgrounding shot of where Thor just was, this looks like the Fantastic Four ship. So this could be early. This could be that Thor hears voices inside his head or somewhere around here and goes to a bit of the ship and realizes that Cap is here, or Steve Rogers in this instance. And then he is still worthy. So it's an interesting one. Like, how is Cap down here? And then we get title treatment, which again, I love the look of the title treatment. It looks so good. And straight into Infinity Vision because they can't get IMAX. And then a date of the 18th of December. 12/18/26 is Doomsday. It's the American date, obviously, but 18th of December 2026 is when we get Doomsday. 6 days or 7 days before Christmas. What a Christmas present. But overall, I think it's an amazing trailer. Amazing trailer. I do feel like we're going to get another one closer to the time, maybe with a few other extra shots, but not giving away too much. But already, that isn't everyone that needs to be included. There's so many other people that were put in the video of like a chair every, was it like 10 minutes or every hour? So there's so many more people we still need to see. But I think my main takeaways from this is definitely, how is Steve back? What are the X-Men's inclusion in this? How are all the timelines coming together? So at the current moment, we have Loki, that obviously isn't going to get explained yet. Gambit, because he's in another timeline. And then Steve Rogers, obviously. So it's definitely an interesting one. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Do you guys really think that this is going to be like the best Avengers film we've had so far, or do you think it might actually be a bit of a flop? Are we getting set up for a series? Are they working backwards? Instead of waiting 10 years, are we getting a main Avengers film and then 10 years worth of filler of films to then get another one? We know Secret Wars is coming, but what do you guys think? If you enjoyed the content, please make sure you drop a subscribe, like the video, and just check out anything else that's available on the account. This has now become a bit of a long form and short form account now, because I'm going to start doing long form videos like this and then cutting them down into short form videos. But yeah, thank you very much for listening to me ramble. We've had a bit of a chat about it, and I'll hopefully see you guys in the next video.